Today we'll start with the molecular orbital theory, and this molecular orbital theory was first formulated by Hund and Mulliken in 1932. The salient features of this theory are the electrons in a molecule are present in the various molecular orbitals as the electrons of atoms are present in the various atomic orbitals. The atomic orbitals of comparable energies and proper symmetry combine to form molecular orbitals. While an electron in an atomic orbital is influenced by one nucleus, in a molecular orbital it is influenced by two or more nuclei depending upon the number of atoms in the molecule. Thus, an atomic orbital is monocentric while a molecular orbital is polycentric. The number of molecular orbital formed is equal to the number of combining atomic orbitals. When two atomic orbitals combine, two molecular orbitals are formed, and one is known as bonding molecular orbital while the other is called anti-bonding molecular orbital. The bonding molecular orbital has lower energy and hence greater stability than the corresponding anti-bonding molecular orbital. Just as the electron probability distribution around the nucleus in an atom is given by an atomic orbital, the electron probability distribution around a group of nuclei in a molecule is given by a molecular orbital. The molecular orbitals, like atomic orbitals, are filled in accordance with Of-Bosch principle, obeying Pauli's exclusion principle and Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. So let's see linear combination of atomic orbitals. So as per this method, the formation of orbitals is because of linear combination of atomic orbitals which combine to form molecule. Consider two atoms A and B which have atomic orbitals described by the wave functions psi A and psi B. If electron cloud of these two atoms overlap, then the wave function for the molecule can be obtained by a linear combination of atomic orbitals psi A and psi B, that is by subtraction or addition of wave functions of atomic orbitals. So psi of molecular orbital is equal to psi A plus minus psi B. So this molecular orbital actually gives electron probability distribution around a group of nuclei in a molecule, and they are filled in the same way as atomic orbitals, and they are formed by linear combination of atomic orbitals. Two types of orbitals are formed. One is bonding molecular orbital and the other one is anti-bonding molecular orbital. A molecular orbital that is formed by addition overlap, that is when the lobes of atomic orbitals overlap with the same sign of two orbitals, is known as bonding molecular orbital, and it's represented by psi A plus psi B, and its energy is always lower than the atomic orbitals from which it is formed, and it favors bonding. Anti-bonding molecular orbitals, abbreviated as ABMO, a molecular orbital which is obtained by the subtraction of, or that is when the lobes of atomic orbitals overlap with the opposite sign of two atomic orbitals, that is known as anti-bonding molecular orbital, and it is represented by psi star ABMO psi A minus psi B, and its energy is higher than the atomic orbitals from which it is formed, and it does not favor bonding. Let's look at the conditions for the combination of atomic orbitals to form molecular orbitals. Only those atomic orbitals can combine to form molecular orbitals which fulfill the following conditions. The first condition is The combining atomic orbitals should have comparable energies. The second condition is the combining atomic orbitals must have proper orientations. That is, they should have same symmetry so that they are able to overlap to a considerable extent. And the extent of overlapping should be large. Greater the overlap, greater will be the electron density between the molecule. Let's look at the difference between bonding molecular orbitals and anti-bonding molecular orbitals. Bonding molecular orbitals are formed by the additive effect of the atomic orbitals. That is psi1 plus psi2. And anti-bonding molecular orbitals are formed by the subtractive effect of the atomic orbitals, psi1 minus psi2. Bonding molecular orbitals, the electron density increases in the region between the nuclei of bonded atoms. And in anti-bonding molecular orbitals, the electron density decreases in the region between the nuclei of the atoms, and it increases in the region away from the internuclear region. And this is responsible for the instability of the bond. Bonding molecular orbitals, the electrons present in it result in an attraction between the two atoms, whereas in anti-bonding molecular orbital, the electron present, if any, result in the repulsion between the two atoms. Bonding molecular orbitals, because of attractive forces involved, these molecular orbitals have lower energy than the atomic orbitals from which they are formed, and this is the cause of the greater stability. Whereas anti-bonding molecular orbitals, because of the repulsive forces involved, these molecular orbitals have higher energy than the atomic orbitals from which they are formed. This is the cause of their lower stability, that is, it does not favor bond formation, and that is why the name anti-bonding is given to them. Then bonding molecular orbitals are formed when the lobes of the combining orbitals have the same sign, and anti-bonding molecular orbitals are formed when the lobes of the combining orbitals are of opposite sign. In bonding molecular orbitals, they are usually represented by sigma and pi, whereas anti-bonding molecular orbitals are represented by sigma star and pi star respectively. So keeping this, the difference between bonding molecular orbital and anti-bonding molecular orbital, let us have a quick look on the types of molecular orbitals. There are two types, main types, sigma as well as pi. Delta is also there, but here we'll study only about sigma molecular orbitals and pi molecular orbitals in detail. Sigma molecular orbital is formed when the overlap of two s atomic orbitals or head-to-head overlap of 1s and p atomic orbitals of head-to-head overlap of 2p atomic orbitals is known as sigma molecular orbital. And pi molecular orbitals, a molecular orbital which is formed by lateral overlap of two parallel p orbitals, is known as pi molecular orbital. Let's look at the molecular orbital diagram of hydrogen molecule. Let's start with the molecular orbital diagram of hydrogen molecule. So to begin with, this is the energy level diagram. You need to draw this, the energy level, and this starts from low, it goes from lower to that of higher. So this is the energy. You are showing the arrow, it's going from lower to that of higher energy level it is going, and this whole is the energy level diagram for hydrogen molecule. We know the atomic number of hydrogen is 1. For an hydrogen atom is 1, and 2 hydrogen atoms combine together and they result in the formation of hydrogen molecule there. And hydrogen atom is having an electronic configuration of 1s1. So 2 hydrogen atoms, they combine with one another. So 1s1 and 1s1. So total number of electrons that are to be accommodated in molecular orbitals are 2. So here in terms of energy level diagram, we will draw this diagram in this way. So hydrogen molecule, as I said, it is formed by the combination of two hydrogen atoms, and each hydrogen atom contains one electron. Total number of electrons present in hydrogen is equal to 2. As each molecular orbital can accommodate 2 electrons, and these should have opposite spin in accordance with Pauli's exclusion principle. 2 electrons will occupy the lowest molecular orbital, that is sigma 1s. So here you see these 2 electrons, they occupy the molecular orbitals, bonding molecular orbital sigma 1s2, and that is the configuration of hydrogen molecule. And here number of electrons that are present in bonding molecular orbitals are 2, and this is a higher energy level sigma star. It's represented by sigma star 1s. So maximum 2 electrons can be accommodated, so both the electrons come in the lower energy level, giving it an electronic configuration of 1s2. So the number of electrons in bonding molecular orbital is 2, and no electrons in anti-bonding molecular orbital. Bond order is given by the formula. It's represented by the formula. Bond order equals to half Nb minus Na. Nb is number of electrons in bonding molecular orbital minus Na. Na is number of electrons in anti-bonding molecular orbital. And thus we can calculate the bond order. Here is equal to half. Total number of electrons in bonding molecular orbitals are 2 minus 0. So 2 by 2, the value comes out to be 1. Bond order of hydrogen molecule is 1, showing that 2 hydrogen atoms are held together with a single covalent bond. And positive value of bond order indicates that hydrogen molecule is stable. Bond dissociation energy of hydrogen molecule has been found to be 438 kilojoules per mole. As I said, nature of bond, from bond order, we can say that 2 hydrogen atoms are connected by a single bond, and bond length of hydrogen is 74 picometer. Bond strength and bond length, greater the value of bond order for a hydrogen molecule than for H2 plus ion, shows that hydrogen molecule is more stable than H2 plus ion. That is, bond in hydrogen is stronger than that of H2 plus ion. Further, it shows that bond length in hydrogen is smaller than H2 plus ion. And as no unpaired electron is present, hydrogen molecule is diamagnetic in nature. So all these things you should know. We come to know from this molecular orbital energy level diagram. So this was the simplest for hydrogen molecule. Let us look at the next molecule, that is helium molecule. So we know that helium atomic number is 2. So 2 helium atoms combine, resulting in the formation of helium molecule. So the electronic configuration of helium is 1s2. Total number of electrons in helium are 4. 2 plus 2, 4. So 4 electrons are to be accommodated in molecular orbitals. So keeping in view of Bohr principle, Pauli's exclusion principle, the electronic configuration of helium molecule will be sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2. And this is the molecular orbital energy level diagram for helium molecule. We can calculate the bond order from it. Bond order, as I said, it is calculated by putting in the formula. Bond order equals to half Nb minus Na. So number of electrons in bonding molecular orbitals. Lower energy level is called as bonding molecular orbital, and the higher one is called as anti-bonding molecular orbital. So 2 electrons get accommodated in sigma 1s, and 2 electrons get accommodated in sigma star 1s. Where I put star, it is anti-bonding molecular orbital, and where no star is there, that is bonding molecular orbital. So bond order equals to half into number of electrons in bonding molecular orbitals are 2 minus number of electrons in anti-bonding molecular orbitals. 2 minus 2 is 0. So since the bond order comes out to be 0, helium molecule does not exist in nature. Let's come to the lithium molecule. Lithium is having an atomic number of 3, and its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s1. So two lithium atoms, they combine, resulting in the formation of lithium molecule. So the lower one, sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, that is there, and we are representing here 2s, sigma 2s 2 and sigma star 2s 0. There are no electrons which are present here in this anti-bonding 2s orbital. Now, as there are 4 electrons in bonding molecular orbitals and 2 in the anti-bonding molecular orbitals, the bond order for lithium molecule comes out to be half into 4 minus 2, which is equal to 1. And this shows that lithium molecule is stable in nature and it is diamagnetic in nature. So two lithium atoms are held together by single covalent bond. So this is the molecular orbital energy level diagram for lithium molecule. Let's see now for beryllium molecule. So molecular orbital diagram for beryllium molecule. Beryllium molecule is having the atomic number, beryllium atom is having atomic number 4. So two beryllium atoms combined, resulting in the formation of beryllium molecule. So total 4 plus 4, 8 electrons need to be accommodated. So this is sigma 1s 2, sigma star 1s2. Here sigma 2s 2, sigma star 2s2. That is the molecular electronic configuration for this beryllium molecule. So number of bonding molecular orbitals and anti-bonding molecular orbitals, when I calculate, the bond order comes out to be 0. So since the bond order comes out to be 0, beryllium molecule does not exist in nature and all electrons are paired in this beryllium molecule. That's why beryllium is also diamagnetic in nature. Due to the absence of unpaired electrons, it is diamagnetic in nature. Next, look at the molecular orbital diagram of boron molecule. So here the pi orbitals come into existence. So after the filling of 2s orbitals, next electron will go to the 2p orbital, and the 2p orbital, since the boron molecule is having Z equals to 5, total number of electrons that are accommodated are 10. So 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 electrons are already accommodated till sigma star 2s. Next, 2 electrons, one of 2p1 and another 2p1. These 2 electrons get accommodated in pi orbitals. They split up into 2 parts, sigma 2px, sigma 2py, and sigma 2pz. So pi orbitals, they split up into 2. Pi 2px equals to pi 2py. They are having the same energy levels, and sigma 2pz, this will be of a higher energy level. Pi star 2px, pi star 2py is included, and sigma star 2pz is having the highest energy level. So 2 electrons, they get filled in accordance with Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. So here the electronic configuration for boron molecule is sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2. Then comes pi 2px1 is equal to pi 2py1. Here is a misprint. It is pi 2px1, which is equal to pi 2py1. So these 2 energy levels are equal. So here you can see there are 2 unpaired electrons which are present in the p orbital, and thus this boron molecule is paramagnetic in nature due to the presence of 2 unpaired electrons there. It is paramagnetic in nature. And bond order, when you calculate, its bond order comes out to be 1. Number of half into Nb minus Na, and this results in giving you the bond order of boron molecule as 1. So this is how you will draw this molecular orbital diagram. You will put the energy level here. You will draw the energy level here in lower to that of higher energy level. It goes on. So two boron atoms, they combine, resulting in the formation of atomic orbitals, combine resulting in the formation of molecular orbitals there. Let's see for carbon molecule. So molecular orbital diagram for carbon molecule again, sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, pi 2px2 is equal to pi 2py2, and next is sigma orbital, sigma 2pz. So there are 4 electrons in p orbital. These 4 electrons get accommodated in the pi orbital, pi 2px equals to pi 2py2, and thus since no unpaired electrons are present in its outermost shell, this carbon is diamagnetic in nature, and its bond order is calculated by putting in the formula half into number of electrons in bonding molecular orbital minus number of electrons in anti-bonding molecular orbital. The bond order comes out to be 2. Thus C2 molecule is diamagnetic as all electrons are paired and due to the absence of unpaired electrons. Then you see the molecular orbital configurations and bond orders of Be2, boron and carbon. Beryllium, as I said, bond order is 0. That's why beryllium molecule does not exist. Boron, bond order is 1 and magnetic character is paramagnetic in nature. Carbon, bond order comes out to be 2 and it is diamagnetic in nature there. Comparison of stability of hydrogen, lithium and boron. Though all the 3 molecules, that is hydrogen, lithium and boron, have the same bond order, that is 1, yet they are not equally stable. This is explained as follows. Lithium atom is much large in size than hydrogen atom. Hence, lithium-lithium bond length is much larger than hydrogen-hydrogen bond length. Lithium bond length is 265 picometer and hydrogen bond length, hydrogen-hydrogen bond length is 74 picometer. Moreover, lithium molecule has 2 electrons in the antibonding sigma star 1s, while hydrogen has no electrons in the antibonding orbital. Because of these reasons, lithium is less stable than hydrogen there. Boron atom is smaller in size than lithium atom but larger than hydrogen atom. Hence, bond length of boron is 159 picometer. Moreover, boron molecule has 2 electrons more in the bonding molecular orbitals than lithium. Hence, boron is more stable than lithium molecule but less stable than hydrogen. Thus, the order of stability is hydrogen is greater than boron is more stable than that of lithium. So, hydrogen is most stable in comparison to boron, in comparison to lithium. So, thank you children. In the next class, we'll be dealing with that of the MOT diagrams for nitrogen and oxygen in detail along with its ions. Till then, have a nice